So
28.86. That's not very good for him.
That's a mortal time.
Are you from Newcastle upon Tyne?
What?
You don't know that reference.
No.
So there's a show called Geordie Shore.
Okay.
And when you go out in the evenings and get a bit drunk,
they
call it getting absolutely mortal.
Oh my God. Dario following up that 21 with a 34 to call his speed from one solve and put it in another one.
So you can see Mats and Pedro in the top right screen there. Mats is just on 3x3 stage now, and unfortunately he gets OLL parity. Pedro finishes with a 28.09, and Mats with a corner twist.
Wow.
29.03. Alexandre Callier gets a 33.54.
So that's put him at 24, 27, and 33. So if you guys were tuned into our broadcast on Friday night when we were talking about Square One, the big thing about these types of puzzles is that with parity being so long relative to the length of the solve, it really does essentially affect how you do in terms of the rankings. And so at this point, a lot of these competitors are just praying for no parity and letting the rest of their solves be able to take them either up or down.
Yep, and we know there's a little bit of a problem with the bottom cameras. They're just getting fixed up at the moment. Just bear with us on that one. But at least you can see some extra times and more solving. But you can see here we've got Kieran in the top right.
And he's got parity again. He's got it on 2 of 3 solves right now.
But really good last layer. Even with parity, that's 26.88. And we've got Sebastian underway. He's taken off his jacket now. It is really hot in this venue.
He has no parity. He has no
does have PLL,
but he has PLL.
Yeah, 23.89 from him. And Dario with a 25.32.
23.31 for Kevin.
Kevin with a 23.31.
Well, that's really good.
So the one thing that can happen with a lot of these competitors is that once you get 2 good solves and 1 bad one, a lot of the mindset can actually be like, oh my God, like what if I get 1 bad solve? And you can put a lot more pressure on yourself rather quickly in that situation than if you were in another situation where you had significantly fewer
one of the
bad solves.
Edo Olivencia on the yellow stage, one of the Spanish contingents, gets a 28.29. So
Carlier with a 25, which means that he's got counting 25 and 27 right now. So his last solve is really going to make or break this average.
Mats has unfortunately really messed up. 34.55 for Mats, so now he's got a counting 29. 29.35. If anyone in chat saw what Kevin Gerhardt's second solve was, please let us know. It's the only one we're missing for the results tracking.
Sebastian is going right now. At 13 seconds, he's doing fantastic. He is got OLL parity at 18, so he's going to be ending up with like a low 20. Yeah.
21.89 with OLL parity. And Kieran Byrne has got OLL parity again and PLL parity, so 32.42 for him.
We've got our final results in for 5x5. We have confirmed that Kieran is the European champion with a 50.41 average. In second place, we have Sebastian Weyer with 51.70. And in third place, rounding out the European podium, we have Mats Volk with a 53.37. Yeah. Special mention to Pedro Alejandro Condotelles, who got third place in the competition with a 52.84. And with South American record single of 42.40. Congratulations to him.
And that actually moves him ahead of the European record now, which is 42.88.
And so who's in front of him right now, James?
Who's in front of who right now?
Who's in front of Pedro in terms of 5x5 single?
Felix Zemdings.
And Max Park.
Indeed.
He's in good company.
And Ada Olivencia gets another 28 on the side stage.
Yeah. So some good results coming out from him.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Dario with a 23.
So Dario's doing extremely well right now.
Yeah, he's on fire. But he's got a lot of pressure going into that solve because he can definitely podium at the very least with a good solve, but with that 34 that he's got, no, he has no room for error.
Yeah,
25.17 for Kevin Gerhardt.
1-7.
Sebastian's going at the moment.
26, 61, and 27's counting. 26, 61, and 27's counting.
That's the worst he can get.
He's got.
What's his best?
He's got parity.
First three count.
So that gets Sebastian with a 24. That's fine. 24. Sebastian with a 24.61, which means that his counting times are 21, 23, and 25. Or 24.
Just finishing up now, so if you're
Dario's got a good shot at it, and so did Kevin.
Go and hand in your puzzle. That's 2x2 final. So far we have Sebastian Via is the champion likely with 23.46. Kevin Gerhardt has some average between 25.08 and 26.61. We didn't catch his second solve, so we're not sure what that is. Alexandre Callier currently has 27.72, and we are just waiting for the last solves from Dario Roa and Matvok.
Dario is at 17 seconds right now. He's an under-the-table solver, and so you're not going to be able to see anything that he's doing, but 23 and no signs of pulling up and stopping the timer, and so with that, he's grimacing. Finishing with a 37, which means he has a counting 34.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Must have been really nervous going into that last solve.
Yeah, he's got to be freaking out a little bit.
And Matvok finishes with a 28.05. So that means Matt's average is somewhere around 29.5.
Sebastian Weyer has no glasses. Philippe wears the glasses.
28.5, sorry. Oh?
27.
And for our second to last event, we have 2x2. 2x2 is going to be very fast, and so we're not going to be talking about every single solve, and instead we're just going to try to follow the action as best we can. For this one, Antoni Panarakis is not dropping out, and instead is going to try and continue on to it. He is the clear favorite at this competition. With a 158 in the third round, he is almost 0.3 of a second faster. Although there are three people, Martin Egdahl, Rasmus, and Matthias Vesten, with very, very close times. And so, you know, with 2x2, literally a quarter of a second is going to make or break everything. 3x3 will start at 4:30, or just around there.
Sebastian and second is...
We do need to change the stage just a little bit. We're only going to be having 2 competitors at a time.
And so we've finished calculating the results in for the 4x4 results. So, in first place we have Sebastian Via with 23.46. In second place we have Kevin Gerhardt with somewhere between 25.08 and 26.61. And then in third place we have Kieran Bian with 27.40, finishing just ahead of Alexandra with 27.72 and Dario with 27.90.
That's a fantastic set.
Yeah.
It's so close between them.
Yep, and it all came down to their last souls. 28, 27, and 29 counting between those three. So
Kieran got lots of PLL parity in his average too, and so
he did.
That's a very impressive performance.
I saw at least 3 OLL parodies from him. So
Right.
yeah, like 7 people.
On the yellow stage, we have quite a few people who could definitely get things going.
Yeah. Okay, so 2x2 final. We are giving up with tracking it. We will try our best to keep an eye on like the top 5 or 6 for sure, but beyond that, it's going to be really difficult. 2x2 is an insanely fast event. Not to mention, they are also not sitting down for this one, so they'll be up and down permanently. Because the reason they're not sitting down is so that they can't look over at other competitors and see the scrambles potentially or the types of solutions people are doing.
I don't think so. He's alive.
Wow, Przemysław Kaleta is down in the chat. It's that's a name I haven't seen in a long time.
So yeah, as we mentioned, we're going to try our best to keep a track of all the favorites. So we'll be looking out for Anthony Patarakis, Martin Edel, Rasmus Detlefsen, Matthias Uvesten, Maciej Czapiewski, Kevin Gerhardt, and there are like anyone in this final could win.
Right.
Absolutely anyone.
Yeah.
2x2 is quick.
Yeah.
Nerves are fraught.
And they're coming out really fast.
Yeah.
Also, 2x2 is going to be very scramble dependent, and so while you may see some events like 3x3 where cross color matters a lot, 2x2 only just depends on the scramble itself, and people can get good or bad times based on that. You can expect similar solutions by most competitors.
And then on the right is Achargot. Achargot, A-C-A-R-G-O-K.
We have Assad with a 3.07, and overall, not some good solutions so far.
Rasmus
Anthony-
starts off with a 165
And Antony with a 1.58.
and 156 for Anthony Patarakis. So good start by those guys. Yeah, Tymon Kolozinski with a 1.59. Martin Egdal with a 1.66. And we're currently keeping track. Kevin Gerhardt with a 171. We currently have about 6 people streaming times to Daniel Shepard, trying to keep everything written down. And we've got everything so far, so...
Things are looking pretty good. It appears as if they're going to be going in waves for 2x2, and so everyone will do solve 1, come out together, sit down, and get ready.
2.77 from
And
Harry's
then
second solve.
Go do the next
So,
one.
with a counting, that's counting, so he's likely already out.
Antony is going to be front center of the blue stage, or front right of the blue stage. Center stage for us here in the auditorium, so he's going to have plenty of people watching him solve. Got quite an upset.
What does Rasmus have?
Oli with the 137, Rasmus with a 132, Rasmus with a 163, and he's very upset about it. And so watching Antony right here would be very important. Oh, Carlos slipping up and getting a 3.8. 1.8 plus 2. Antony with a 1.08.
Thank you for telling
Very-
everyone to be quiet. Very courteous.
Professionally silencing the crowd. Linus with a 1.5 and
Timon,
Timon.
yeah, 1.35.
So he's got a counting 1.6 right now. Linus is
Matthias had 163. 168.
Wow. So there are quite a few people doing results in, and we really do appreciate our team.
So currently in the lead we have Timon Kolozinski, Martin Egdal, and Rasmus Stubb Detlefsen, and also Anthony Patarakis.
You can see other people's scrambles and solutions.
Yeah, we know the bottom right camera is a bit behind. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. We know it's about 6 seconds behind, but...
And Matthias with a 5:02, essentially putting him out of the race. Mache is going right now, right in front of us. Nice and quick, 1.63. So he has a 2.7 right now, and he really doesn't want that counting.
Yep, if he continues with 1.6s, that'll put him in really good contention. And I have to say, even though we're commentating here, the team of people tracking the times beside me is almost more entertaining than the solving.
Yeah, it's a unit. It is clockwork precision how they're doing this. Anthony right now is the only person up on the blue stage. The last one to be doing Solve 3. So...
Yeah, he's only done 2 so far. And Mats Volk over on the yellow stage gets a 189.
Anthony with a 145. That's got 2 mid ones.
Already counting,
right now.
yeah. So Anthony's putting himself in a great position here.
Timon with a 1.98. He's got 3 sub 1s as well, sub 2s as well, so things are also going well for him. Mache, 2.8, he's out of the race. Kevin Gerhardt with a 149, still in it.
288. 288. 2.
Kevin Gerhardt currently has a counting 1.6 and 1.4.
And Matthias Uversen with a 198 at the back there. Yeah.
But Kevin has 1.7 and 1.4, apologies.
Antoine can still get the world record for sure. He's got a 108, a 145, and a 156, so it's definitely possible, but we're not sure how good the scrambles are. It's very scramble dependent, this event, as you know.
Right. And the thing is, at the same time, it's possible for him to get it, but it is not going to be an easy thing to do, especially with this high pressure situation adding more nerves
149
than before.
And 149 for Martin Edler hit at the back there.
And Anthony is clearly feeling nerves right now. His head's in his towel, and he's just taking quite a while to prepare himself for the solve that's about to come.
And Rasmus plus 2s. Unfortunately, the time is off. Yeah.
179 plus 2.
Plus 2, I think. So that's a 3.79 for Rasmus there.
Anthony, starting inspection at the moment.
And Maciej Czepiewski is definitely out of the race here with 2 counting high 2s.
Anthony with a 212,
212,
which puts him in good position. Timon with that 237 really solidifies him for a third place finish at the moment. Kevin Gerhardt with a 205, finishing things off. He's going to be having just about a high 1.7 average.
So his average is 175 to finish off. So that's pretty good.
That's
pretty
a fairly
decent,
solid result.
Especially in a finals.
Right.
And we know in a 2x2 finals, anything can happen.
Exactly. And Timon's going to have to do a lot of work to be able to catch up and get to him. And Anthony has, at this point, all but locked in first place.
So Martin has taken the lead over Kevin Gerhardt. Martin. But Anthony, yeah, he's going to be nervous for this last solve.
Yeah, definitely pay attention to Anthony during this solve. The camera is going to be focusing on him in just 1 second. There we go. The fortunate thing is that Anthony takes quite a bit of time to mentally prepare.
Did anyone see what
to...
Rasmus got on that last solve on stream.
Timon is doing his 5th solve right now over on the yellow stage, so...
And we've just got the results in for the 4x4 final. And as mentioned earlier, Sebastian Weyer did come out victorious with 23.46. Second was Kevin Gerhardt with 26.61. And third place was Kieran Bayan with 27.40, just beating out Alexander Collier and Dario Roa with 27.72 and 27.77 respectively.
With a
So
224.
Martin's average is 165. Kevin Gerhardt's average is 175.
Antony's about to start.
Timon could have had a really good
Antony
average.
with a 184, European champion.
Not necessarily. I think he's just got it. It's 1.6 something.
Oh, Martin has a 1.6 average.
Yeah, he is. Antony's
Yep.
won.
Antony's won it by 0.03 with a 162 average to take first place here in 2x2 at the European Championship.
Oh, we don't know what Rasmus got last.
Look in our direction, Anthony.
Yeah.
We
Do
think.
you know what Rasmus got on the last one?
No. We haven't seen it yet. So we're not sure what Timon's 4th solve was, but the best case scenario is 164, so he could potentially squeeze in second place there.
Also, we don't know.
But that's his best result. We don't know if that is actually true. 3x3 is going to be starting in about half an hour from now, so they're just going to be setting up the stage for that now.
Yeah. We'll be getting 2x2 results
And
officially.
Timon's
very
worst is
soon.
193.
Ooh.
And now we're just working out Rasmus's potential best, which is going to be 159. But the way he walked off stage, I don't think he got it.
If Rasmus got a good last solve, he could have won.
Yeah. So this is all up in the air. We think the current is Anthony, Martin, and Kevin, but that is not final by any means. We missed a few solves, and there is potential for other people to have snuck ahead.
Well, the thing about 2x2, though, is that if Antony's the one getting a 184 in the scramble, it's very unlikely that other competitors are going to be able to find better solutions.
That's very true, and they did need to find very good solutions.
No, he's not.
Just as a note, everybody, if you're tuning into the World Cube Association Twitch page for the very first time, please give us a follow. Make sure that you are in tune for every single weekend that we stream. And make sure that you don't miss any of these live streams, because all around the world, they're just tons of fun to do.
Yep. And this is the first time the World Cube Association channel has been used, and the 3x3 finals are coming up. So if you've got friends who are interested in cubing, or you know there are going to be people interested in watching, tell them to come and watch. They might already be here, but we really want to see how many people we can get in for this World Championship final.
What did Rasmus get?
We don't know. His best is 159, assuming he beat 130 on the last solve, but we don't know what he got. But you got 162, so you're in the lead, but it might be Rasmus if he did well on the last solve.
That was Antony coming by asking us what the results are.
So we've found out that Timon actually did worst on his 4th solve, so he got a 194, so he did not podium. So we think Anthony won, but we are not certain yet.
Who's that?
He's coming nosebleed.
And Rasmus just has a nosebleed at the moment. Don't worry, I know how you feel. I had one of those this morning as I got out of bed.
Yeah.
It is extremely warm here right now.
It's warm and dry.
Yeah,
so
very dry.
Yep.
His last solve because he's got a nosebleed.
Ah. So we don't think Rasmus has actually done his last solve yet, because he got a nosebleed.
Sat down and he
Interesting.
hasn't done it yet, so I don't know.
So we are still waiting.
That makes things very interesting.
Yeah, if he gets the best on his last solve, he gets a 159, which would put him as winner. But so he needs sub 1.32. So the camera's not on at the moment because we are